I turned the music down. That means it's me time. It's me. Hi, chat. Hi, chat. It has been a while. Jeez. Hold on, I'll swap to face cam. Hi, chat. I miss you. I missed you. Hi, chat. Oh, I'm so happy. I've missed streaming so much. I've missed you, chat. I've missed you. I've missed you as I'm giving y'all hugs. Hi. Hi. Hi, chat. I've actually missed streaming so much. I didn't realize until like I unmuted my mic and I just can't stop smiling now. Hi, chat. Yeah, you missed it. Thank you. Oh, I've missed streaming. I've missed streaming so much. It's been 8 days. Last time I streamed was MCL actually, which, jeez. But yeah. Also, is the music audio okay? But honestly, I've missed streaming so much. I've been in London. I went to go see 4 stage shows. Went to go see 4 musicals. But I'll tell stories about them in a bit. And you, Sasa. I seen you as well, Sasa. I met up with Simply Sasa. So I'll tell stories about that later as well. But first, how are you, chat? What have you been up to? You missed me? Like, what have you been up to? Tell me how you are, how your days have been, what you've been up to while I've been gone. You're the most important part. Yeah, I mean, most memorable part was with you, to be honest. But I'll tell that story. I haven't said anything about that on Twitter or anything, so this is the first time anyone's gonna hear about it, except for people in Lamplats, because I've told them. Come back to me at one, like in a couple weeks. I will bring Blue. I will be bringing Blue. You abandoned me. I'm sad. I've been crying. I'm sorry, but I'll see you in a couple weeks anyway when we go to Brighton. Bye, chat. Okay. I think everyone's less than 2 weeks. Jeez. Okay, so I think everyone's here that's gonna be here. So I'm gonna start telling stories. It's story time after all. Okay, I'll play this song and then I'll switch to my normal stream playlist. Where's my stream playlist? I've lost it. Where is it? Okay, I got it. We're good. Bring me in a little bag. Tours can be carry on. True, yeah. We'll just pick you up and bring you along with us. Oh yeah, I've got more things for back there. I've got 2 more coconuts. And then I've got a wee crab there, wee glass crab, but you can't exactly see him very well. I'm small enough to be luggage. Okay, I'm gonna start telling stories, okay? So, first thing, I left on the 16th, so that was the day after MCL. Now, I did not tell anyone except for Sasa that I was going down to London. Didn't tell anyone except for Sasa because I was like, hey, I'm gonna go meet up, you know? So, I didn't tell anyone. I didn't tell Blue, I didn't tell Cause. I told Riley when I was on the train on the way down because I passed through Birmingham, so I was like, I'm approaching your location, and Riley was like, huh? What? I was like, yeah, I'm going to London. So, I didn't tell Blue or Cause. I think they got suspicious because when I was on the train I had my snap maps off. You told me weeks ago and I forgot. Yeah, because I remember that I told y'all, but then I didn't tell you that it was confirmed. I said I might be going down, but I didn't tell you the dates or anything. Now, a day before MCL, I was hanging out with Cause, and the day before that I was hanging out with Blue. And so many times I had to refrain from like saying anything about it. Like I was gonna say like, oh, I've been starting to listen to like the Heather soundtrack again. But I was like, I can't say that because then Blue might be like, oh yeah, weren't you going to go see that in the theatre? And I was like, so I didn't say that. I just like refrained from saying stuff that could potentially lead to them figuring it out, because I wanted this to be a surprise, to be like, hey, by the way, I'm in London. And I thought it would just be so funny. So then eventually I got it into London, I checked into my hotel, got everything sorted out, and we got changed, went for dinner, and went to the first show, which was Dear Evan Hansen. Now, my reel had went off like half an hour to an hour before we got to the theatre, so I was like, you know what? That's the way I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna post a reel of Dear Evan Hansen's stage. But then I was like, I could turn my location on reel, but then I thought it was like, they might not see it for like a couple hours. So I sent a picture to Lamplad's Snapchat group chat as well, with the location showing, like the relocation sticker saying London. And I sent a picture of like me, my mum, my sibling, and then I was like, I'm in London, and they were like, oh, okay, cool. I'm like, I hid this from you for like 2-3 weeks, and it was like, I tried to hide this, and then it was like, when I tell you, you're just like, oh, okay. Like, oh, that playlist, blah. There we go. But yeah, I was like, I want a bigger, like, reaction from you. Like, you just said, okay, have fun. And I'm like, okay. That's because I knew you were going down there. I just forgot it was then. I know, but like, I wanted a bigger reaction, but like, I do this all the time. Like, I'll hide stuff and then I'll be like, ta-da! And then I'm like, oh, okay. I do it all the time. I don't know why I keep on expecting different reactions. Okay, so... Sorry. It's okay. Okay, right, I'm gonna... Oh! Thank you for the bits. Oh, thank you. Oh wait, why is the alert box not in front of the thing? Hold on. Sorry about that. It didn't show your full name. Okay. I'll put it above all this stuff. Awesome. Yeah, so thank you, what was it? CXSM1CSSS for the 95 bits. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay, so chat, do you want me to like tell you about the shows? Do you want me to like just fangirl over like the visuals, or do you want me to refrain from talking about the shows? Because it's up to you. If you want to know about the shows, I'll tell you. The first one's Dear Evan Hansen, then it's Heathers, then Hamilton, then Matilda. All West End London productions, so not the actual Broadway ones. Okay. Oh, also chat. Look, I got a Walkman. I don't have any cassettes for it, so I just listen to the radio. But I got a Walkman. I think it's so cool. I love it. Up to you. I want to hear it all. Okay, sure. I'll tell y'all everything. Oh, but first, I need to show you one more thing. Gay Slug. So his head is decapitated, but we're just gonna ignore that. But I got Gay Slug. Glug. I haven't had a chance to show this because I got it like 2 weeks ago, I think. But then I haven't had my face cam on yet. So Glug, he makes a funny noise. Sounds like the Lego, like in Lego games when they're like building stuff. I never played it. Blue said that. I'm not gonna take credit for Blue's joke because they hate it when I do that apparently. But yeah, look at him. I need to hold his head on or else he'll fall off. So Glug. He did say that, so true. Glug. Okay, right, that's enough. That's enough Glug. Okay, I'll talk about the shows then. So, Dear Evan Hansen was first, and Dear Evan Hansen's very visual based. It's all about social media and everything like that. So at the start, it was just random tweets all over the screen. My mum was like, "I can't read them. Can you read them?" Because like she needs glasses and she didn't have them on. I was like, "Oh no, they're supposed to be like blurred and stuff. You can't read the full tweet." And there was like notification noise going off like during like before the show, so it was like all like Twitter pings or Snapchat or text notifications, all that type of stuff, instead of like pre-show music. And then all of a sudden the phone starts ringing and it comes up on screen with just like no cameras, no phones, all that stuff being like, hey, put your phone on silent or turn it off and like don't film. So there was like a wee funky way of like saying that because it just came up with like the notifications and stuff. It was kind of cool. Obviously show starts and everything. The visuals are awesome. Starts with Evan on his bed and then like the platform that his bed was on just glides away and like the table comes in. It's very cool. Like, okay, I did tech theater. I'm a sucker for all this stuff, like the sets, lighting, sounds, all that. So this is just gonna be me geeking out about the behind the scenes stuff and not the actual shows. So like the whole show starts going on, like the songs and everything. Mwah. Trying to think of like what else I can comment on. Like, I'm not gonna talk through the shows because you can go watch the shows if you want, like go buy tickets, or like there's the slime tutorials. I probably shouldn't be promoting bootleg stuff, but oh well. So yeah, Dear Evan Hansen was very good. There's a song in it, Good For You, where basically everyone's just like, hey, you just like used us and then threw us to the side, like you literally just used us, right? And everyone's like having a panic attack and it feels like really guilty. The song is very like, it's very intense. It's just like, was that good for you? Like, you threw me away, you got what you always wanted. Like, I don't think I can play it on stream because I think that's copyright, but it's amazing. The visuals for that song, oh my god. Like, I was like, after that I was like, I had to pick my jaw up off the floor. The visuals in Good For You, amazing. So it was like they had like a projection like to go on the floor, so it was like all these squares and stuff, obviously, to like the entire set like had like squares or like panels on it that they'd project stuff on to be like, this is like a phone screen or whatever. Because like they had lights coming down from the top, but they were like really small lights, so it was like beams of light shining down on them. They didn't have like front lit faces or anything. It was very like sinister. The projections on the floor with the squares was like all changing shapes. It was amazing. And then there was like the four of them, so it was Evan, his mum, his best friend, and his co-owner of like the Connor Project, which is like a whole thing to do with the show. And there was like parts where it was like at the very end, it was like his mum, his best friend, and the co-president all facing Evan, and he was like facing back at them. There was like shining down on all of them, and they go like, was that good for you? So you got what you always wanted. That's the last line. And as soon as that, it was like the music went boom, and then all the lights went to Evan, and he was like caught in the light, and then the lights went up. I'm just freaking out about all this tech stuff. I know it's probably not interesting for you, chat, but like, thank you, CX, it's the same person as last time. Thank you for the bits again. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So Darren, I'm just gonna be geeking out about the lights and stuff. Yeah, the show itself was like really good, and like I'd played the soundtrack for my mum before, but she actually really liked Dear Evan Hansen. She absolutely loved it. Like, she really enjoyed it, as she should be, to be fair. I love like lighting and stuff like that. Like, it was the sound element of it, cause it's live, it's very different from hearing it like on Spotify or something, like just listening to the soundtrack, cause you've got like a live band. Also, the set, right? So like say you're looking at it from like a bird's eye view, so it's like the stage is there and the audience is here, right? So this is the back of the stage. Back down this corner was like a porch kind of thing. It was like on stilts, and it was a platform, and that's where the band stood, and it had like a window type looking thing, so it looks like you're looking into a house and the band's there playing like the music. It was really cool because from where I was, you could see like right into the band, and I could see the celloist, the pianist, and the violinist, and I think I could see like the person waving his wee stick occasionally. But it was really cool because then you could see like the background, like behind the scenes and stuff of it. Also, I could see one of like the people with like the spotlight like tracking Evan. Like I could see them like up the corner, and half the time I was just staring at them because I'm like, oh my god, that's so cool. I'm such a nerd for like behind the scenes stuff. I think it's so cool. That's why I did my tech theater course this year. It's not something that I want to like go on to do, but I appreciate it so much. Like I appreciate the tech crew. One thing that I did notice with all the shows, all four, was that they did their bows and everything, and then they went to the music people, and then they bowed. Nothing for the tech crew. Nothing. They're just like, oh my god, we're amazing. Oh my god, the tech crew is amazing. No, the sound people are amazing. Okay, bye. Just like, give the tech crew some credit. Like, that's just me because I'm a tech. So, okay, so that was Dear Evan Hansen. At the very end, like, they had this whole thing about like the orchid and stuff, and it was like things came up out of the floor. Okay, right, I'm gonna stop geeking out about tech stuff. So after Dear Evan Hansen, like I got a pin for every single show. So at the interval I went out and got a pin. It was like souvenirs. After the show, no, don't stop. Okay. I might do it for a little bit in Heather's as well. Okay, so after we left, it was like my first night in London. We literally arrived and went straight to the show. It was really warm, so it was like as soon as we left, it was like it was really busy because we were in Covent Gardens, so that's like a really nice area of London. It's like a pedestrian area. There's not very many cars or anything. There's like the wee tricycles that have like the carts behind them, and it's like all like fluffy and stuff, and there's like music and LEDs and stuff. So it's really just them going past, the occasional taxi. So it was warm, it was like bustling with like people, because it was a Saturday night, so people were going to clubs and stuff. It was like warm, all lit up. It was amazing. Like I love nighttime in the cities, even though I never go out quite a lot, because like I just don't go out in the cities at night. It's mainly during the day that I go into the city. So after that we went home, we got like all settled and everything, like we went to bed. I had shared a double bed with my mum, which was interesting. Oh, also, wait, chat, I haven't shown you my tattoo, have I? Wait, hold on. Yeah, no, I haven't, because I haven't had my camera on. I don't have my camera on for MCL. Ah. It's a little bit still scabby, so if you don't like seeing scabs, I would look away for a second. So, there we go. It's literally almost healed. It's just those two little bits, and yeah, it's a nice tattoo. It's supposed to be a matching tattoo with Cause, but they're not old enough to get a tattoo yet. Ignore the fact that they already have one. But it was only after I got it. You're gonna nom your Mitsuki tattoo. Yeah, no, that's what I was just about to say. It was only after I got it that I realized that it was a Mitsuki tattoo. I didn't know that. I stole it from Cause, like, because Cause was gonna get it, and I was like, oh hey, that's kind of cool. And Cause was like, oh, why don't we get matching tattoos? So I was like, yeah, cool, that's fine. We can use the one that you just showed me. And Cause didn't tell me that it was Mitsuki. Apparently it's Two Slow Dancers by Mitsuki, which I've never even listened to that song. And I have a tattoo of it on my arm, on my body for the rest of my life. So that's... I guess I'm gonna have to start listening to Mitsuki now. I mean, I do listen to Mitsuki, but just, like, I wouldn't say it's just one of my favourite artists. Like, she'll be on a playlist that I'm listening to or something like that. Okay, so second day. Got up, got ready and everything. We went out. We just went about shops, Covent Gardens and stuff. I got a few wee souvenirs. I got like earrings. I got the wee glass animal thing where I got that crab. I got them as souvenirs for me, Cause, and Craig. Got Cause a penguin, and I got Craig a cat. And I got a wee crab. What else? Yeah, we really just went out shopping. Went to go find a place to eat. Went to this wee like afternoon tea thing, but it was so expensive. We went walking around. We seen like other places like that were doing shows. So we see at this point we weren't supposed to go see Matilda. So we seen Matilda. We seen Frozen. We seen Lion King. We seen Six because we walked along Strand as well that day. So after like we did a bunch of shopping and stuff, we were like, right, okay, we'll go back to the hotel, get ready, like for the shows and for dinner. So we went out, because Heather's was the one that we were going to go see first. So it was like an early show, so it was like 5:30 when usually the evening shows are 7:30. We weren't going to any matinees because we were like, yeah, no, we're not going to be up and ready by that time. So it was an early show, so we went into Heather's. I got my wee pin. Blue messaged me being like, hey, could you get me Heather's doggies? So I didn't stand and wait for it. Me and my sibling went in, and we found our seats and everything. And Big Ange, my mum, stayed and got the joggies for Blue. You're wearing them right now. That's kind of funny. Cause was still working, so I couldn't get Cause anything, but they got something from Hamilton anyway. So when Big Ange came and sat down, like we were pretty close to the stage. We were like 5 seats from the front. It was like, it was in the other palace, so it does slope up. Hi Vienna. Hi Vienna. Hold on, wait. 2 seconds. Oh wait, how why is your, okay. I'm trying to spell your name. Hold on. Oh god, your name's so confusing. There we go. There we go. Hi Vienna. How are you, Vienna? How are you doing? We're just talking about me being in London. Talking about all the shows and everything. Okay, so I'll go back to talk about Heather's and then I'll talk to Vienna when they reply. But we were pretty close to the front. It's like in the other palace, so it's like it slopes up quite a bit, so the seats are all like very, how do I describe it? It's like steep, that's it. The seats are very steep, so even though we were 5 rows from the front, we were still pretty high up, but it was like a good seat, even though we were like quite far to the side. Yeah, there was like the people at the front who were like below the stage, so the stage was there. And then like the smoke machine was like going and they couldn't see anything, people in the front. Then also there was like speakers right in front of their face, so I hope they brought earplugs. There was quite a few people in cosplay as well, actually. I'm going to go shopping soon. Oh, that's cool. Like, what are you going shopping for? Like, clothes and stuff? Yeah, there was quite a few people in cosplay. There was like Veronica, there was like Heathers and all that. There wasn't any GDs. I didn't see any JDs. Stuff from my house. Ooh, fancy. Well, like decorations and stuff. Antique shopping. I kept on going to retro shops and like going thrifting and stuff. That was pretty cool, and like there was just so much cool stuff. I wanted to buy like basically everything, but I didn't have money. I will show you some of the stuff that I bought though. I don't have it with me now, but I've got pictures. You'll need to like show me what you get when you come back shopping, because I love stuff like that. Okay, Heather's. Mwah. It was amazing. Like, they had like, it was amazing. Like, the casting was pretty good. Like, genuinely, the casting was like it fit. Like, the Heather Chandler was amazing. The Heather McNamara, godly. The Heather Duke was what's the word? Substitute. What's the word? Understudy. That was it. Heather Duke was an understudy. They chose us at the start, but she was still amazing. She was actually like phenomenal. Vienna, hi. Yeah. So yeah, there was Ram and Kurt were amazing as well. Martha, wow. My sibling actually got a picture with the Martha actor. Like, they came out after the show. I didn't get pictures with any of them because I was too busy doing something else, which I'll talk about in a bit. Then so the show, amazing. The visuals, mwah. Like, with the Heathers, they all had like their lighting in like candy stores. It was like red, yellow, and green, and the lighting was like only on them. It was amazing. The songs, the choreography, Amazing. It was the West End version, so it didn't have Blue, but it had You're Welcome, which is like, I love the West End songs more than the rest of the Heather songs. Like, those are my top three, are the three West End ones. Blue, I do like, but I prefer You're Welcome. I'm sorry, I know, controversial take. And then I Say No was godly. Oh my god, I literally had goosebumps for like the next like 5 minutes because of I Say No. It was so good. Marsh doesn't like me. No, the song Blue from Heathers. I'm sorry, not you. I love you, I'm sorry. Now why would you redeem cat ears? Really? Ow. Ow. I had my elbow on the desk. Ow. God. Okay, cat ears are on. Y'all get so excited for the cat ears. The elbow was revenge for questioning the cat ears. Fair. Karma, I guess. Okay, so yeah, I Say No, godly. Now, my favorite thing from this show. So my favorite thing from Darren Hansen was the visuals in Good For You. My favorite thing in Heathers was the visuals in Never Shut Up Again. That's Heather Duke's song. And what happened was, you know, Heather Duke's is the green one, right? Thank you for liking twos. I'll talk to you later. Thank you so much. But what happens in I Never Shut Up Again is that Heather Duke, the green one, takes Heather Chandler, the red one, who dies. Sorry, spoilers for anyone, but you should know there's spoilers when I'm talking about the shows. Takes her scrunchie and basically just like, I'm the boss now. I'm in charge. This is my time now. And she's wearing like her green outfit and everything. And halfway through the song, people like, she puts her arms out and people grab onto the sleeves, rips it, and she has like the red stuff on underneath. It was like, I've seen the bootleg Broadway one. I don't think I've ever seen the bootleg West End one. I've seen like clips from it, but I've not seen like the actual thing. So I've never seen Never Shut Up Again. So it was like, they just ripped it off and she's like wearing red and the lighting changes from green to red and it's amazing. And I loved it so much because I was like, oh my god, this is cool. Like, this is amazing. It was speechless. So that was my favorite part of Heathers. The, like, you know, in Heathers it's all like really sinister and it's just like, oh yeah, it's all deaths and everything. Freeze Your Brain. Amazing. Wait, I can't believe I forgot to talk about this. So at the very start in Beautiful, when they're like introducing the Heathers, and like then there's Heather Chandler. She is a mythic bitch, right? When she does that, she blows like a kiss to the audience. She blew the kiss to me. She went to me, and I'm like, when Mom was alive. Oh no, it's like I've seen that in the Broadway one, and she's like, but no, and this one she was like she was freaking out, and then she like hid, and she was like, oh god, no, and then she was just eating her wee Twizzlers. She's flirting with you. She went like into me, and I'm like, I was not okay mentally, and then okay, right, this is even better, right? During Dead Girl Walking, right, Veronica goes to JD's house and she starts writing them, right? She starts grinding on him. By the way, my mother was sitting right next to me. And after the song, she looked at me just like, what age is this? Because my sibling was there. But when Veronica was writing JD, after her shirt has been ripped and like you see her bra and everything, right? It's not just tits out, right? And she's wearing a bra. After her shirt's ripped and she's like writing JD, she stared dead into my eyes as she was writing JD. Veronica stared at me while writing JD. Like, after that, I was like, hold on. Like, okay. Bisexual I'm gay, right? I like women, and like, she was writing JD, but she was looking at me. She was looking at me. She wasn't looking at the guy, she was looking at me. Like, yeah, Heather's was amazing. Oh my god, it was so good. It was like funny as well. It was awesome. Oh, I also got a t-shirt, which is in the wash now, but I would have shown you. But it says, I can't listen to Heather's same again. Yes, Vienna. Come to America. I'll debate it. Maybe it's expensive. Hi, Paige. Bro, my partner is playing GD in their Heather's performance. That's so cool. That's actually amazing. I have to watch that. So true. Yeah, that is awesome. My god. Tell them congrats from me, even though they've only spoken to me like once. But yeah, Heather's amazing, right? So I got like the t-shirt, right, and it's like red and it says Chandler on the back of it, and it says, so there's a line in Heather's that says fuck me gently with a chainsaw, but also they can't put fuck me on a t-shirt, so it just says gently with a and then a picture of a chainsaw. And it is my favorite quote from Heather's, so I got it on a t-shirt. So as I go up on stage and become Veronica, I think you could slay Veronica, but like a gender bent version of Veronica. I think that would be awesome. Okay, right, now. After the show, right? No. After the show, so the show was amazing, and I was like, oh my god, like, that's so cool. My sibling went to go stand in line to get a present for their friend. So me and my mum were like just kind of standing off to the side while my sibling was waiting in the queue so that mama could keep an eye on them. And then I'm like talking to my mum, like I'm checking the group chat, and I'm like, oh, like Sasa was going home and like they were passing by, like, oh, like they should have stopped in. And then they're like, oh, I was going to, and I'm like, oh, you should come back, like come to dinner with us. I could, but I don't feel like writing someone in front of a shit ton. Fair. That's fair. So I was like looking at the group chat, I was like, you should come to dinner, like you can come meet Big Ange. And then Saz was like, oh, I've already left, like I was there like half an hour ago. I was like, oh damn, like maybe I'll meet up with you tomorrow, I'm not doing anything tomorrow, we can like arrange to meet up. And then all of a sudden someone touches me from behind, like just like kind of grabs my shoulders. It was either my shoulder or like my back, I can't remember. And goes, rah, and I turn around, and Saza is standing there, tall as fuck. Saza's tall. Just standing there, and I'm like, oh my god, Saza. So I like hugged Saza. I was like, oh my god, you're real. Like, I've known you for 6 months. I've been talking to you online for 6 months, and you're here. Like, you just surprised me at the show. I was like, oh my god, you're here. I felt like crying. Like I was like, oh my god, like I'm tearing up right now, like thinking, like talking about it. Jesus Christ. But then I was like, oh my god, it's Saza. Yeah, I was like shaking. I was shaking a lot. I'm shaking the now, like talking about it, because I was like, oh my god, it's Saza. Like I've just met my, like one of my closest online friends. Like, and I'm like, oh my god, it's Saza. Like I don't know how to word this, but I was genuinely so excited. I was freaking out, I was shaking, I was almost crying. I'm like, oh my god, you're real, I can touch you, you're not just some voice on the end of a VC. Like, you're here. Saza shouldn't be tall, fake news says it's 5 feet. No, Saza's tall. I post a height check, it does not do Saza justice. Saza is tall. Nah, fake news. But like, I was freaking out. I was, oh my god, it's Saza. Like later on, my mum told me that like she'd seen Saza first and like nodded to her to be like, yeah, come on. Because like I'd shown my mum a picture of Saza because I was gonna meet up with Saza like the next day anyway. So I was like, here's the person that I'm going to go hang out with, you know, for like security reasons. I didn't just like expose Saza's face to my mum. Marsh, are you short? I'm not short. I'm 5'6", which isn't short. It's average size. Big Ange seen Saza IRL first. Yeah, true. Yeah. So it's like when I met Saza, like you know how you see the like videos of people online that are like meeting their online best friends for like the first time, and it's like at airports and they tackle each other and everything, and people just like walk around them like it's such an inconvenience, right? I'd be like, oh, like, yeah, like, I get that you're meeting, like, your online friends. It's like, yeah, that's cool, but, like, it's kind of like it's an interesting situation. And then, like, for bystanders, it's nice to see, but then you just move on with your day. At this moment in time, when I met Saza, I did not give a shit about anyone else around me. I could see people staring at us, like, being like, what the fuck just happened? Like, what are they doing? But I did not care. I was meeting simply Saza. I was meeting one of my online best friends that I've never met before. I was freaking the fuck out because we were supposed to meet the next day, and it was supposed to be like if we'd met the next day, it was gonna be like really awkward, being like, "Hi," like hug, like, "Oh my god, I'm actually meeting you." Like, okay, now what do I do? But Saza surprised me, so I didn't know what to do. I was freaking out. It was like I probably shouldn't have talked about it for this long. I swear it's been like 5 minutes I've been talking about this, but I didn't know how to cope. I was like, oh my god, Saza's here, you're real, I can touch you. So eventually, like, we went outside and we started like talking and everything. And then my mum and sibling came out and they were like, oh, like how you doing? I'm just like, I'm freaking out. And then we were supposed to be going for dinner. And then I said to Saza, just like, do you want to come to dinner with us? And Saza was like, sure. I was like, okay, cool. So we went to dinner. Me and Saza walked ahead a little bit so we could like talk, like while my mum and sibling were behind us. We went to like a place for dinner. We sat and talked. You refused. Yeah, you did refuse, but then I was like, come on, you're coming to dinner with us. I'm not letting you go that easily. Marsha's 1 inch shorter than me. I'm 1 inch taller than Blue though. yeah, no, I don't want to bother you all. No, but you weren't. It was my mum invited you to dinner. Like, I said first, and then my mum was like, oh yeah, sure, like, we'd be honored to have you at dinner. Sorry, I didn't mean to doctor out. Okay, but like, we invited Saza to dinner. They eventually said yes. We're on our Rambo and Amesy art. So true. I'm actually going to be watching Rambo and Amesy and MCC tonight. That's why it's an early stream, so I can watch MCC. I know, I'm such a loser. But after like we were sitting in dinner with Saza at this like really fancy place, but it was like cheap. So it was like, it was really fancy. It was like right next to Buckingham Palace, because that's where like the other palace is. And Big Ange and Saza were like, they were talking, like they were like in a really deep conversation, and I was just sitting there just like, my mother is talking to my online friend that I've known for 6 months. Like, this is actually happening. I'm sitting at dinner. You ate near the palace. It was like, my mother is talking to my online friend that I've known for 6 months. This is actually happening. Like, they are sitting in front of each other, eating dinner, talking to each other in person, and it was like a reset from my mind. It was like, this is actually happening. You can actually meet your online friends. Now, the way you're sitting right now gave me gender. What? Like sitting like that? Cries an American. Don't worry, Vienna. I'll invite you. I'll invite you to London. Even though I don't live in London, I'll invite you to London and we can meet up. I want to meet up with so many people. Like, after meeting up with Saza, I'm like, I want to meet all my online best friends, because I've never met my like online friends before, like ever, except for meeting up with Craig, which is kind of an online friend, but it was like a friend of a friend. that I know in in real life. It was weird. It's the way you went into the post. Hold me up and steal the crown, so true. You know, Blue, I swear to God, Blue, if I see a clip of me going like that, if I see a clip of that, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Hold me up and steal the crown, coronation, Vienna, come. Yeah, you should come to Scotland, Vienna. Come to Scotland. Screw London. There's a story I'm going to tell later that will validate me saying screw London. Do more. Okay, don't worry. I don't know how to clip things. You just press the clip button. You press the clip button. Oh, you're in mod view. That makes sense. Make fan cam. I swear to God, if I see an edit of me doing that, like on TikTok, like no, that's when I know that I'll have made it. I'll know I'll have made it when I see edits of me sitting. Okay. Like, Jesus, it's been 45 minutes and I've only finished talking about Heathers. God. Oh, you have ruined your Twitch career. Okay. Okay, right, so met up with Saza, went for dinner. Eventually we were like, right, okay, like we need to get back to the hotel or like whatever, but I was like, no, I want to hang out with Saza. So we were like, you know what, we're gonna go to Trafalgar Square and we're gonna sit for a bit. Blue McFan Camp's modern feminism stat. Hi Riley! I didn't know you were alive. Well then you should be keeping up with me. Duh. Hold on. There we go. Yo, we gotta do these streams when we're back from Brighton. Yeah, I plan on it. So yeah, really, we've just been talking about like me being in London, and like I'm currently talking about meeting up with Saza. You missed like my entire 10-minute rant of me being like, oh my God, I'm actually meeting Saza. And like I cannot wait for Brighton when like I can talk about this with you. Like obviously I've met Blue in college and I've met Saza. Like I'm gonna be doing one of these rants about you after we come back from Brighton, and like that just blows my mind that I can actually meet with my best friends online. Like it blows my mind. Going to the store, so Lark, have fun going to the store. Thank you for lurking. Eli's going so excited. I know, like it is crazy. So yeah, after we had dinner, me and Saza went to Trafalgar Square, and like we were just sitting, like my mum and my sibling went to like the shops and stuff before it come to meet up with us. I cannot wait for Brighton, me too. Like I'm so excited for it. But then like me and Saza were sitting in Trafalgar Square and we were like, oh my God, like we're actually here. Like we walked through like Buckingham Palace and stuff like that. We did dance. Literally there was like music playing behind us and we were like, you know what, fuck it. We got up and we danced at 11 o'clock at night in Trafalgar Square. We were like spinning in circles, we were like dancing. It was so surreal because I'm like, this feels like a dream. It's like the perfect temperature where it's like you feel like you're in a bubble, like there's no wind or anything. It was the perfect temperature, so it felt as if I was like floating in space. And then I'm dancing with my online friend in Trafalgar Square. It felt like a dream. Like it felt like it wasn't real and I was just gonna wake up at any moment, but it was real. It was real. I met up with Saza and we danced in Trafalgar Square at 11 o'clock at night. It was so crazy. And I was like, oh my God. So like afterwards, like we went back to our hotel. Or like, no, we dropped Saza off at the bus stop and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like I gave Saza a hug, like they got on their bus. We'd arranged to like meet up the next day anyway. Saza danced with me to Hopelessly Devoted. We should all dance to Lemon Demon on the beach at 12 AM. We are going to do that. I'm gonna blast Lemon Demon. Slow dance to Cabinet Bar. Yup, so true. Hold on, wait, I'll put on Cabinet Man. Hold on. Boop. There we go. Of course I'll dance with you, Blue. I know, me and Saza are going to dance to Bob to the Top. We're putting on a whole performance. Let's fucking go, I stay winning. I still gotta learn Bob to Top. Get learning. It's coming soon. It's coming soon. Get learning. So yeah, after we dropped Saz off, like we went home to our hotel, and I lay there in bed that night like, holy shit, I just met my best friend from like online. Like, huh? That actually happened. I was like, please tell me that it wasn't just a dream and I'm gonna wake up any second. It wasn't, thankfully. And then like I woke up the next morning and I was like, I'm going out with Simply Saza today. I'm going out with Saza. Like, oh my god. So like I got up and I got dressed and everything. My mum and my sibling were gonna go out, what, geocaching I think it's called. They were gonna go out geocaching that day, so like I was free to like go hang out with Saza. I wasn't just like leaving my family on holiday. Like I was probably just gonna stay in the hotel anyway because it's not really my thing. So, right, this is where the really good story comes from, right? So this is what I tweeted about that was saying like, I have a fun story to tell, right? So I'm glad that Saz is here because I can't like remember all the little details because I was freaking out, right? That this is like, you'll see why I was freaking out in a minute. But like, so I met up with Saza. Like Saza was like, came to my hotel and like waited for me in the lobby. Yeah, phone story. So like Saza was like waiting for me in the lobby, so I came down and I was like, oh my god, hi, like I gave him a hug and I was like, oh my god, it wasn't a dream last night, like you're actually here, like, because it wasn't at night, it was like, it felt real, because like at night things like go like, they go like fuzzy, but it feels like a dream, but like this was during the day, this was like, I was aware of everything, I was like, oh my god, this is real, right? Like it seems like something you'd do. I was like, hush! Don't spoil the story! Don't spoil the story, Riley! Okay, so what happened was, like, I met up with Riley and we're like, okay, right, we're gonna go thrift shopping. We're gonna go thrifting. And what, I can't remember what the place was called, I think it was Brick Lane. There's a bunch of thrift shops there. So we got on the bus. It was like the 26th, I think. Yeah, it was the 26th. I'm not doxing anything, it's London. So we got on the 26th. And we were at the top, because it was like a double-decker bus. We were at the top, and we had, like, the front two seats. Or, like, the front four, but you know what I mean. So I was on the left, right, Saza was on the right. And, yeah. So, we were sitting there, it was really hot, because this was on the Monday, which was the hottest day. I was supposed to go home on the Tuesday, so we were sitting up there, it was really hot, like, I put my phone down beside me, like, beside my leg, so that it was in the shade, so it didn't, like, overheat. And, like, we were just talking on the bus, like, we were sending snaps to the group chat, being like, hey, look, we met up, you know? And then, all of a sudden, Saza turns to me just like, oh my god, this is our stop, like, I wasn't paying attention, so we grabbed everything and rushed off the bus, right? And then we started walking. And then I was, like, about to take my phone out and be, like, turn my ringer on and say to my mum, just like, hey, I've got my ringer on, if you need me, like, you need to contact me, because I'm in a city that I don't know. So, like, obviously I'm gonna keep in contact with my mum. And I reach my pocket and I'm like, Saza, I don't have my phone. And Saza turns to me just like, no, you're joking. I'm like, I left my phone on the coat. Like, I left my phone on the bus. And then we turned around. The bus was, like, just leaving. We're like, no, you didn't. Check all your pockets quickly. Check your bags. So I checked everything and I'm like, it's not there. And Saz was like, right, fuck. Okay, right, we need to go. So we started, like, chasing after the bus. Like, we started speed walking after the bus. And Saz was like, right, okay, the bus keeps on going straight. And it turns right at some point. I don't know where. So you need to sprint for it. And I was like, right, okay, cool, right. Like, Saz was like, are you good at, like, sprinting? Like, are you fast running? And I'm like, I'm decent. I'm not fast. And then Saz was right, okay, right, you need to chase after this bus. So I gave Saz, like, all my stuff. And I started running. I started running after this bus because it stopped, and then I was like, okay, like, I need to go, like, I need to run for it. It was on the other side of the road, so I had to keep on running until I got to a crossing, and there wasn't one for, like, quite a bit, so I had to keep on running. There was, like, crosses in between, like, when I was running, and it was, like, because I had to wait at the crossings and everything, like, I lost the bus, like, I lost track of it. I couldn't see where it went, like, it went around a bend, and I couldn't see it. I lost it. So I walked back to Saza and I was like, I lost the bus, like, I couldn't get it, like, I lost it, went out of my view. So Saza was like, right, okay, we'll keep on walking forward, we'll get onto, like, another one of the buses, like, and they'll take us to, like, the depot or whatever, or, like, we'll contact the drivers in front, because, like, a bus had passed when I was running, So we were like, okay, we'll get on the next one. So we were like walking, we seen the bus, like we seen another one at 26, and we seen it indicating to go right. So I was like, okay, obviously this is a place where it turns right. So we crossed and we got into the bus, and we were like, hey, like I lost my phone on like a 26, like a couple stops back, like a bus has passed and you're like the second bus or whatever. And then, sorry, my mother just texted me. So it was like, okay, like the bus driver contacted the bus driver 2 stops in front and just be like, hey, there's like a lost phone on your bus, like it's an iPhone 12 mini, a purple one, like it was on this seat. And we were like, or the guy said, so it's been like, okay, like he'll drop it off at the depot after like his route. So we were like, right, okay, you found the paper? What paper? What paper? Oh, the paper that you wrote all your information down on, right, okay. So we got the bus driver to take us to the depot because we were like, I can't pay because I used my Apple Pay and my phone's gone, so I got a free bus ride. So we went to the depot, he dropped us off, we went up to the reception being like, hey, like I lost my phone, they said the bus driver would drop it off here. They were like, right, okay, the bus driver might have to do his entire route before he comes back, or he could just come straight back because he's like finished his route. So we were like, okay, right, we'll wait for a little bit to see if he just comes straight back. If not, we will like give you Saz's phone number and we'll go like do stuff that we wanted to do, because we had like a day planned, but we wanted to go do stuff. Oh, also, before this, I was freaking out because I was like, I have to tell my mum that I don't have my phone. So I don't know my mum's phone number, which is an issue because I should know my mum's phone number. So what we had to do was we got Saza to message my sibling on Discord because they were both in MCL, so he could like access it. So we were like, hey Lily, like this, they're on the name Lily Mushy, I'm not doxing my sibling. So it was like, hey Lily, like Marsh lost their phone, like could you tell your mum? That's so funny. Yeah. So it's like, hey, like, could you tell your mum that Marsh lost their phone on a bus in London, a city that they don't know, and you're leaving in it, like, tomorrow? So it was like, yeah, she wants to go get ice, but I'll go tell her in a second. So, like, I'm sitting there just like, my mom's gonna kill me, like, that this is gonna be horrible, like, she's gonna, like, get so mad at me, like, I'm not gonna be allowed to go to Brighton. I was freaking out, because I was like, what if I've just lost my phone, like, in London? I never get it back because it's London. People like might swipe the phone and I've lost my phone. So I'm like, I can live without my phone. It's not the end of the world because I was supposed to be going on holiday today with my family, but it got cancelled. So we're like, okay, like you're going on holiday with your family, you won't need your phone. And like then you're going to Brighton, which is the only time you'll need a phone. You can get a phone within a week. So I was like, okay, that's fine. Like I'll get a new phone. I don't need it. Like worst case scenario, I can get a new phone because I've still got my old phone, which I can use. It just doesn't have a SIM. So all I need to do is get like a new SIM card. So I was like, okay, like it's fine, like everything's chill, like we'll sort it out. So we sat at the bus depot for a little bit. Eventually we got in contact with my sibling and be like, hey, could you like here's Saza's phone number, like could you give us like Big Angie's phone number, like in case we need to contact them. So I called my mum from Saza's phone and I was like, hi. And she was like, so you lost your phone? And I'm like, yeah. You did get Big Angie's number. Yeah, no, Saza has Big Angie's number saved in his phone now. Yeah. So it was like, hi, like, I lost my phone. And it was like, right, okay, like leave your number with like the people and like go do what you want to do. You don't want to waste a day sitting on a bus depot. And I was like, yeah, I know, like, we're gonna, like, wait a couple minutes and then we'll give her stuff and then we'll go do what we need to do. Because, like, this night, like, the night I'm talking about, we were going to go see Hamilton, so Saza said that they'd, like, stick around the area in case it got handed in later, like, at the end of the day, and they'd pick it up when we were at Hamilton, and then, like, they'd drop it off to us or whatever. So it was, like, we had things planned out. We were like, okay, worst case scenario, I'll lose my phone and I can get a new one. Best case scenario, the bus driver hands it in and Saza goes and gets it, like, while we're at Hamilton. So we were like, right, okay, well, we went up to the bus, like, depot reception, and we were like, okay, here's the phone number of the mum of the person with the phone, so here's Big Angie's number, here's Saza's number, here's what the phone looks like, here's when it was last seen, like this is the bus stop and this is the time, here's the phone case. And as we were filling all this out, a bus driver walks past us and is just like, hey, I recognize you two, did you not lose a phone? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, I just handed it in. And we're like, okay, thank you. Saza like turns, like grabs my shoulders, like, we got your phone. And I'm like, yeah, we did. Because Saza's like a big person and just like shaking me, and I'm like, yeah, we got my phone. So I was like, yeah. So we got the phone. Y'all forget I was doing maths trying to find the exact time we were at the bus stop, yeah. Because like I sent a snap to Lamp Lads, like group chat, of like me and Saz on the bus, and it was like, okay, this is when we were like here, we were here when we sent this, like this is the time that we lost it, this is the time that we got off, like at the bus, and it was like all that. I was shaking them, jumping around, yeah. So like the bus driver handed me the phone and I'm like, this is real, like I have my phone back, because like this isn't, like I put down my phone case because that is not a common phone case. So it was like vibrant colors, cactus desert. So I like, we got my phone back and I was like, oh my god. So I phoned my mom, I was like, yeah, I got my phone back. The pictures? What pictures? What pictures? The ones you took? Of you sad with the phone? Yeah. Wait, did you save that in Lamp Lads? I don't know if you did. Hold on, I'll try and find it. If not, can you send it to me? Hold on, let me find it. Hold on. Wait, I might have got it. Okay, no, it's not a picture, but it's a video of me like after I got my phone, and you're just like, I think it says, hold on, I'm gonna turn the volume up so you can try and hear it.
Success. So success.
Yeah, so we got the phone back. This is the video of when we first lost it.
Yeah, and where are we now? Yeah, we are.
It's so funny. Oh wait, did you just send it to me? Oh yeah, there's the picture of me sad with my phone once I got it back. Yeah, it was embarrassing. Like, I lost my phone in London. Like, god. So after that we were like, okay, we got your phone, like, keep your phone on you, like don't put it in a pocket, keep it on you. So I had like a sports bra on, so I was like, okay, it lives in my tits now. So like I put my phone like down the side like of my sports bra, so it'd be like, no one's gonna steal that, no one's gonna reach into the side of my tit to grab my phone, like I'm not losing my phone again. So it stayed in my, like, it stayed next to my tit, like it stayed in my bra. So I was like, okay, this is cool, we're gonna go do what we're supposed to do now. So we went to a bagel shop. Phone lanyards. Yeah, no, I'm getting a phone lanyard for when we go to Brighton so that I don't lose it in Brighton. Like, it's gonna be on a lanyard the entire time. That reminds me, I have to actually go out and buy one, so I'll do that like soon. I think I'm going out into town tomorrow with my mum. That's what she just messaged me about, so I'll make sure to buy a phone lanyard then. So after that we went to this bagel shop. It was amazing, like best bagels. They were amazing. You need it, yeah. No, I want all of us to get one because I don't want to have to go through that again. Like, I'm sure Saza can say the same. We don't want to have to go through that again. So all 5 of us are getting phone lanyards. Don't care what you say. If you don't have money for it, I'll buy it for you because I know what it's like to lose your phone in a town that you're not familiar in. You freak out. So I'm buying us all phone lanyards. So we went, ate our bagels, sat in a wee coffee shop eating them. I spilt it all over. Like, I got Nutella and I spilt it all like down my leg. It looked like I'd shit myself. So like I was wiping it all off and I was like, oh no, like I'm wiping my sun cream off, this isn't good. Oh, we did our height check before that. I was trying to find like a good place to do it, and then I couldn't find it, so it was zoomed in. We looked like absolutely tiny, so I had to like crop it so that we were like actually like in the picture at a decent size. We started taking pictures, and then Saza was like, wait, hold on, I'm faceless. So he panicked and like put their like mask on, couldn't get their glasses on in time. But I looked so cute in the picture. I was like standing there just like, woo. Can I get a free thing? Maybe. So I was like standing there like really cute. I was like, yeah. And then I looked at the picture and like you'd see Saza's eyes. So I was like, oh, well, okay, I have to cover Saza's eyes, but it's a good picture. And then so I was like, you're on your toes. That's not a height check. So I was like, okay. Welcome back from London. Hello. You forgot? Yeah. It was like, you didn't get your glasses on. Like, you had your mask, but you didn't have your glasses on. But yeah, it was that day was so fun because then we went to thrift shops. You were so short. I'm not short. You're just tall. Okay. Hold on. I'll show the pictures. I'll make sure to not leak your face, Saza. Don't worry. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. So that's the one where I'm on my tippy toes. Hold on, focus please. It's not gonna focus. But yeah, like you can see that I'm like on my toe there. But it's such a cute picture of me. But like Saza didn't have their like glasses on, so I put a bar over it now. So then this is that's the actual height check that we did. I made sure that I was flat on my other foot. It was a live photo, so you can see me struggling to put my mask on. Yeah, it's so funny. I'm not gonna show it because like that would like show your face, but it's so funny because it is a live photo. Yeah, this one's a live photo, but it's like you can't see us moving really. Or like I could show the live photo and just have my finger over your thumb, or like no, I'm not gonna risk showing your face. But yeah, we went to like this little like this, it was like a street that had like basically everything was thrift shops. It was like all thrift shops, and it was very cool because they were like retro shops. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna like I don't want to show your face. Like I've been so careful about it, posting pictures. Like I'm not gonna show your face. Like I'm not gonna risk it. So yeah, we went to all these like little thrift shops. There was like so many cute little tops that I wanted, but I was like, they're all 25 quid. I'm not gonna buy like 5 tops for 25 quid. Like it's too expensive. Like I don't have money for that. So we went to this like little market that had like loads of different ones. Like there was things for like 90 quid that I could crochet within an hour. You kept sending them to me for approval. I don't want to like risk like leaking your face. Like I was like, I feel like my emojis over just like, is this okay? Like, can I post this? I don't want to like risk your face being like put on the internet because I didn't check. So yeah, we went and did like a wee photo booth. I'm pretty sure I showed the pictures. Yeah. So here's the ones with like the emojis over it and everything. Like we did like a really cute like photo booth. No, 5 tops for 25 quid. No, each top was 25 quid. So that's 125 quid. Each. Yes, each. Yeah, there's like the pictures of like me and Saza like in the photo booth. Like this one down here, like I'm hugging Saza. Like they're so cute. The photos are so cute. Yeah, that scammer. Yeah, it was really expensive. So I was like, I'm not buying like stuff that's this expensive. So I bought 2 tops. I bought, hold on, I'll show you the pictures. I bought this one, which was like Goofy. It was like a red vintage Goofy top. London thrifting is a scam, yeah. And then, okay, this one is my favorite top, right? I wore it to Matilda because obviously we had to stay an extra day, which I'll talk about later. And I didn't have any extra clothes, so I wore the stuff that I got thrifted. It's just shopping with a vibe. Yeah, go to charity shop and did you just dox yourself? Did you just dox yourself? And me, maybe. No, it's quite a bit away from me, so I'm not doxing. Yeah, this top is so... This top is so cute. It's such a vibe. I love it. This is now my favorite outfit ever. It's so cute. It's like a mesh top that has like the sun, like moon on it, and like it's so cute. It's so cute. I absolutely love it. See, I ended up wearing that to Matilda because I wasn't planning on going to Matilda at first, but yeah, Marsh hot moments. True, yeah, I felt hot in that outfit. So yeah, after that, like, we went home. I take y'all to the good places, yeah. So after that, we were like, right, okay, like, we need to go home now. Like, we got some ice cream, we went home. Like, we got on the bus home. And when we go back on the bus, I was like, I'm keeping it in my tip. I'm keeping it in my sports bra. I can also bring bagels to the coach. You should. You should bring us bagels. They were really good bagels though, like genuinely. So yeah, after me and Saza like had our wee day out, it was absolutely amazing. Such a fun day out. It was so fun hanging out with Saza. After that, like Saza took me back to the hotel. I gave Saza a hug and everything. I was like, I'll see you in 2 weeks. Like, bye. It was emotional. It was emotional. I went back up to my hotel room. Like, I got changed and everything for going to Hamilton that night. We went out to dinner, and then we went to, I think it was Victoria Palace. Like, that's where it was. So we went in, we got everything, we went and got the merch, got my wee pin. And you never got to meet Nova. No, I was so upset about not being able to meet Nova, because we were supposed to go back to Saza's house, and I was supposed to meet Nova, Saza's cat, but then, because we spent time looking for my phone, like, we didn't have enough time to go to Saza's and back. So I was like, if I hadn't lost my phone, I would have met Nova, and I would be like, oh my god, like, I went to Saza's house, like, but sadly I lost my phone and I didn't have time. I mean, I didn't lose it, I got it back, but like, so I went back to the hotel, went out for dinner with my mum and my sibling, we went to Hamilton, I got my wee pin, and Cos asked me to get them a shot glass, so I went and got that afterwards. Yeah, but no story times. Yeah, I know. So yeah, we went to Hamilton. We didn't really have the best seats because, like, the way that the thing is, it's got like the main area and it's got like a big dome in the ceiling, which I couldn't see because we were in the Royal Circle, which is a bit higher, and it has like a kind of restricted view because it's like the ceiling before it goes up into the dome. So we could see most of the stage. It was just we couldn't see like the top part, you know. Come to London for more than an hour then. Okay, but like, it's not our fault that the coach only stays there for an hour. Like, we'll come down to London at another point just to see Nova. What else? Well, so yeah, Hamilton, it was good. It wasn't as good as the Broadway one, and like, cause I'd went and seen shows both nights previously, I was getting kind of like sick of going to see shows, but like, I still really enjoyed it. Like, my mum really enjoyed Hamilton. Like, she really enjoyed Dear Evan Hansen. She quite liked Heathers, but she was a bit like, what age rating is this? And then she loved Hamilton because she watched on Disney Plus with me, and like, whenever it was playing on like Magic at the Musicals, it's like a radio station near us. Whenever Magic at the Musicals was playing like Hamilton songs, she'd always like send it to me. Like, she'd pull over and record it, like send it to me, just like, oh my god, this is the thing you like. She absolutely loves You'll Be Back. It was one of our favorites because when we were at Hamilton and You'll Be Back came on, she like leaned over to me and went da 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 da, and I'm like, shush, 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 like, shh, like, you can't like, you can't sing in the theater unless everyone else is, or like unless they ask you to. So she's like da 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 da, and I'm like, shh. But then, like, you know, the song goes, everybody da 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 da. Also, big news, no more cat piss on the keyboard. Woo! But yeah, like after it went like everybody da 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 da, then my mom like leaned over to me like, see da 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 da, and I was like, God. So yeah, Hamilton was good. Like it was good. I enjoyed it. My mom was almost in tears at the end. Big Angie. So yeah, we went and got Cos a shot glass because he asked for either a shot glass or a mug, and I was like, Cos has too many mugs and they don't have a single shot glass other than the wee plastic ones. So I was like, here's a shot glass that says I am not throwing away my shot. There you go. Because Blue got the joggies, so I got Cos something too. And then after, so like when I was hanging out with Saza, we like walked past Hamilton and everything, so I was like, oh, by the way, Wicked's over there. So we went over and like see the billboards and everything. Stood at the bus stop because we were like, usually we would just walk back. Yeah? Streaming. Sorry about that, chat. Oh, you redeemed coconut, right? Okay, 2 seconds. There we go. Okay, hold on. I'm not sure if this will be loud, so I apologize if it is. There we go. Coconut! Marsha's mic is so cool. It is. I love it. I love it so much. This is Coconut. This is Glenn. He's a coconut with googly eyes. There's 2 more over there that I've just recently added. But yeah. How is Here's to the 4th time? I don't understand that chat message. Sorry, Salza. Hell fucking yeah, the coconut, yeah. Okay, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so we stood at the bus stop because usually we would like usually we'd walk home, but it was like quite late at night and we didn't exactly want to. So we stood at the bus stop. Loads of sketchy people walked past us. So I was messaging Blue and Cause and Twos, and I was like, I'll talk to you later. I don't exactly want to get shanked right now. Like, I don't want to get stabbed. So we were standing at the bus stop. We eventually got on, went past like Big Ben and stuff. We actually hadn't seen Big Ben up until then because like I seen it last time I came to London with my family like a couple years ago. Here's to the 4th time. I don't understand. The 4th time of what? I don't get it. Explain, please. Yeah, we got the bus back. We were completely fine, but didn't get stabbed. Oh, it's a song. Okay. But yeah, Hamilton was good. Very. Was listening to a song. Oh, okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Next. Okay, so the next day we're supposed to be going home. So we packed up everything. We checked out of our hotel. It was really long. No, it was really warm. That's what I meant. It was really warm, and we were like, okay, the train might get cancelled, so we'll book a hotel for the next night, like for an extra night just in case. But then, we were like, okay, it hasn't been cancelled, and we need to cancel the room before 12 o'clock. So we went down and cancelled it when we were checking out of our hotel. We got to the train station, and then we were like, right, okay, we'll get Starbucks, we'll get something to eat. Like, we got a taxi there because we were like, we're not walking like half an hour with all of our bags and stuff. Because like, we'd gotten souvenirs and stuff, so our bags had gotten heavier. So even though we'd walked there at the start, we didn't exactly want to walk back. So we got a taxi. We sat and we waited, and the train got cancelled. So we were like, oh, right, well, okay, we need to find places to stay. So eventually we went back to the hotel that we were staying at, and we were like, hey, can we get another room? They were like, yeah, sure, you have to book online. So we did. We went and we checked in. We're like, right, okay, we're here for an extra day. We've been seeing shows every night. Why don't we go see another show? So, hold on. That's fine. We'd been like seeing shows every night, so we'll go see another one. And we had this like website that sold tickets for like discounted if you buy them on the day. So we were looking at shows. We were like Book of Mormon, The Lion King, Matilda, Wicked. We were looking at all these shows that we could go see, and I really want to go see Wicked, and so did my mum. But my sibling really wanted to go see Matilda, and they were just like, oh, like, I don't want to go see Wicked. It's boring. And I'm like, you've never even seen it. And I was like, yeah, but it looks boring. So we ended up not going to Matilda. We ended up going to... No, wait. I meant Wicked. We ended up not going to Wicked. And we ended up going to Matilda. But because it was, like, so last minute, we didn't really have good seats. We were, like, all the way up the top at the back. So it was, like, it would have been better. No 2 versus 1. I know, but, like, my sibling, they count for 3 votes, apparently. So, hold on, do you want me to start the stuff and kill people quickly? I think you can only do it on this. Hold on. I'll do it quickly. Sorry, chat. You should have seen Wicked. I wanted to see Wicked. I know, but like, if we took my sibling to go see it, they would have made it like hell for us and we wouldn't have enjoyed it. So, hold on. There you go, Saza. That's the thing changed in cool people. Okay, so yeah, no, don't get me started. So we went to go see Matilda. It was alright. I was like, the set was pretty cool, to be honest, and like the way that they used their props and everything, it was really impressive actually. And like things come up out of the ground like at multiple different times. It was very cool actually. It was alright. It's not my favorite, but I think that's because I didn't exactly want to go see it. But I appreciated the set and stuff like that because it was really cool because the flooring was all like wooden panels and it was like things came up, like the table and chairs came up, and then it was like at one point the bathroom things comes up, like the mirrors and stuff came up out of the floor. It was cool. And then after that we walked out and it was raining. It'd been the hottest day of the year. It was like 38 degrees, I think, when we went to go see Hamilton. So it was like 35 degrees when we came out of Matilda. And like it started raining and we're like, oh my god, it's raining. Like it's not rained in like weeks. Maybe not weeks. It's not rained the entire time we've been here. And it started raining. We're like, oh my god, thank god. But like I was wearing a bra and a mesh top. So I was like, can we go back to the hotel? I don't exactly want to get soaked, but like I'm glad it's raining. So we went back to the hotel. Did it have that cool smell when it rains when it's dry? Yeah, it did. And it was like, it was warm as well, so it was still warm, and then it was like the occasional raindrop. It was like that feeling again when you're at night in a busy city where it's like bustling, like noise, it's really busy and stuff, and then it was like raining, but it was also hot and it just felt surreal. It was like that feeling again. One thing though, right, Matilda, I got so pissed off, but I couldn't say anything about it, right? Because the audience was not it. The audience was not it. We'd been to 3 different shows and the audience was completely fine the 3 times. I was like, they cheered when they were supposed to, they reacted when they were supposed to, they didn't talk at the quiet part. It's like, the audience was good until Matilda. Because it's Matilda. It's a children's show. Not you romanticizing the shit show that is London. So it's a children's show, right? Matilda is for children, it's for Roald Dahl, it's a PG show. And the audience was filled with kids. There was like a bunch of 13-year-olds going on like a school trip or something that were like right in front of us, and like they started clapping for no reason, just to get a reaction at the audience to hopefully cause a chain reaction. No one bought it. During all the quiet parts, people took that as like a cue to start talking to people, just like, oh, it's quiet, let's talk. I'm like, no, it's a sad part, it's like, it's an important part of the show, don't talk just because it's quiet. It's like a solo moment, but there's one person being really sad and about their upbringing, and it's just like, shut up. Like, every time it was quiet, you heard, like, because I was in, like, the upper circle, you could hear everyone talking, because it was like it's like, so that's the bit where we're sitting, and the roof goes like that, so any noise is like echoed back, and like I could just hear people talking, and I'm like, I hate this, like, it's overwhelming. Like, it was actually making me like almost have a panic attack, because I was like, this is overwhelming, people are talking, people shouldn't be talking, like, it's a theater, you don't talk unless it's like the interval or whatever. And it's like, they weren't cheering, like, they weren't like laughing at the right bits. Like, it was, I hated, like, I hated the audience and everything. Like, I hated the atmosphere in Matilda. That's probably why I didn't like it, to be honest. Not that I didn't like it, but it was like my least favorite. But like, it was just so overwhelming and everything, and I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, I can't say anything about it. Like, it's not my place to. But that's enough about ranting. Forgot one thing. I just seen it in Cool People There. When we were in Heathers, right? Cause it was the West End version, it had like I Say No in it, and I know that Saza really likes that song. So what I did, right? This isn't illegal, okay? It's a loophole. You know how it says like no cameras, no recording of stuff, right? I got in VC, which it wasn't being recorded. I was just in call. They didn't see anything, they just heard it, and it was really scuffed as well because I didn't have good service, and it was so loud that it was like peaking my mic. So I just hopped in VC on my phone so that Saza could hear I Say No live in a theatre, because it was so different from just listening to the soundtrack. So technically I didn't do anything illegal, because it wasn't being recorded, I wasn't selling it. Calls the cyber police. Shh. So like, I wasn't doing anything illegal because you couldn't see anything. I wasn't recording it. I wasn't like selling it for my own profit. I did nothing wrong. So I actually, you know how like I met Saza after Heathers? Apparently Saza was just standing there outside the theatre listening to it in VC. I didn't know that Saza was standing outside, obviously, because they surprised me. But yeah, it was so good but so scuffed. Yeah. Okay, right. Back to the thing. What did you see? We seen Dear Evan Hansen, Heathers, Hamilton, and Matilda. So we're back to after Matilda. We went back home and we were like getting packed and everything, just like, oh, like we really hope we can get a train tomorrow. We hope it's not cancelled again. So we looked at trains and it was like, it's not cancelled yet. So we were like, okay, fine, we won't book another night, but you know, just in case, like, we won't go until it's supposed to arrive, you know, just in case like it gets cancelled. I heard the cheers and I was like, right, okay, this is it, this is go time. Yeah, and then we stood there waiting for my sibling to get merch, so he had to come in. To Chicago, we were looking at like the other shows because we ended up seeing an extra night. That's why we seen Matilda. We weren't supposed to see that, but I didn't see Chicago there. I wanted to go see Six, but it was all sold out. So I went to go see Matilda instead. So we picked up the next morning. We went to the thing, Chicago, but the Trina Vega version. Yeah, Chicago. Yeah, that was amazing. So we went to the train station. This stream was only supposed to be like an hour long. It was supposed to be a short stream, but now it's an hour and a half. So I will end soon because I want to go watch NCC streams, but I'll finish telling like stories and stuff, and then I'll talk to chat for a little bit before I end. Yeah, it's hard to get a ticket down here unless it's a month in advance. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, we ended up. Sorry, the music's quiet and it's all futile. It's all Pointless Wilbur's version, so I'm gonna turn it up because it's the good version of It's All Futile. Sorry. So yeah, we went to the train station. We were like, right, okay, let's hope it doesn't get cancelled. Like, let's go and get like Starbucks. We'll sit and chill for like 15 minutes until the train. Kept on looking at the screens. It was like, okay, it looks like it's still on time. Like, or no, it says it's delayed. But when we arrived, like, we were getting the 3:30 train. The 2:30 one still hadn't left yet. So we were like, okay, it's like 3:15. It's 45 minutes late. Ours will probably be late, but that's fine. We're good to chill. So the half two one got called at like, I think it was like quarter to four. We were like, right, okay, like ours will probably be like half four, quarter to five, something like that, but at least we'll get home. So we seen everyone rush towards the half two train because like the ones the previous day got cancelled. So people were like, okay, let's like, the train station had said you can. Oh, sorry. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you. Okay, I turned it down. Jeez. Okay, now it's too quiet, but oh well. I'm more important. We'll just skip it. It's all futile. There we go. Okay, I just wanted to hear you. That's fair. It's too late. Okay, I've turned it down now. Sorry, I didn't realize it was that loud. So yeah, we've seen everyone rushing towards the half two train because the train had been cancelled the previous day, so everyone was obviously like, right, we'll get the earlier one. But we weren't. We were like, okay, we'll stay back because most people will be getting the earlier one, and we're okay to sit and chill. But people like might be urgent to get home. Yo, Lemon Doom and yeah, they're my favorite band. Like I have my Lemon Doom hoodie like sitting over there. But yeah, we ended up waiting because we were like, okay, it's fine. We've got tickets for like the next train, so we'll get onto that train. Like we won't go into the earlier one. And then ours got cancelled. You did get me the hoodie, yeah. Ours got cancelled. So I was like, they don't still make music. It's like I just like their music. They don't still make it though. So yeah, we just sat like waiting for ours to be called. My mum was like standing in the crowd waiting for it to be like platform blah, and then me and my sibling run and get seats and she'll meet us there. So we seen my mum just sitting there like, and we looked at each other just like, it's been cancelled. Oh no. Like, we're gonna have to stay another day. We don't have enough clothes for this. We can't stay another day. The train should be caught in the morning or late evening. This was because of the heat. It was because of the heat the trains were getting cancelled. Because this was like on Tuesday and Wednesday. Down in London when it was really hot. It was like 40-degree weather. So we ended up being like, oh no, like we can't get home. So Mum went and looked at the board and was like, okay, there's supposed to be one at 4:30. It's not been cancelled yet, so we're gonna wait. If that one gets cancelled, we'll book a hotel and stay another night. It's not a problem. Yeah, I used to work in the rails. It's common. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass though, because I was supposed to go home on Tuesday. I ended up getting home on Wednesday. It might have even been Thursday, because if the 4:30 one had gotten cancelled, we'd have to stay another day. We were supposed to stay for 3 days. We would have ended up staying for 5. Like, at that point, I just wanted to go home. Like, I didn't want to stay in London anymore. I was like, it's a nice city, and it's like, I met my best online friend here, but like, still, I don't want to be here anymore. I just want to go home. Like, I'm sick of this place. I want to get home. Traveling is like it's so stressful, especially when it gets cancelled and everything. And I'm like, I just want to go home. Like, I genuinely felt like crying. I was like, I just want to go home. So eventually, the 4 o'clock one was announced the platform. My mum was standing in the crowd. She made sure that me and my sibling could still see her. I'm scared that's what we're going to be like at the end of Brighton. I was messaging you like, you could come to mine whilst you were sorting everything. Yeah, like, I think if the 4:30 train had got cancelled, we probably would have, like, maybe came to yours. Like, I would have came to yours, but my sibling probably would have, like, found the hotel and stuff. And Brighton, it should be fine because it's a coach, not a train. So we should be fine. So my mum was standing in the crowd looking up at the boards and made sure that me and my sibling could still see her. And like, we'd stood up and we got in the bags ready to run because we were like, if we don't run, we're not getting a seat, right? So we got all our stuff. We were standing there waiting. I looked down at my phone for a second. I heard rustling. I looked up and I see my mum going, what? So me and my sibling grabbed everything and started sprinting for platform 1. We started sprinting. I had a suitcase with a bag on top of the suitcase. It was like a really heavy thing. No, not things getting cancelled, but things getting boring or us being sad. That won't happen in Brighton because it's like the reason I was really upset and I wanted to go home was because I'd stayed longer than I was supposed to. And I was like, I'm not supposed to be here for this long. Like, I wasn't prepared to be here. I wasn't mentally prepared to be here this long. I'm running out of clothes. Like, I don't want to be here longer than I said I was going to be here. That's why I was like having like, I wasn't really having a breakdown. I was just like really sad. I was like, I would just want to go home. But Brighton, I think it's going to be completely fine because we're doing stuff like every single day. Like we'll be going out into the city, like we'll be going down to the beach or whatever. Like we'll be completely fine in Brighton, don't worry about it. Excessive weather conditions really cause havoc for the train. Sometimes it's just not our fault. Yeah, no, I know it's not the train, like, people's fault, but still, it's annoying, it's stressful, it's upsetting, which I know it's not your fault, but it's just how things are. But as soon as the platform got announced, you heard rustling, you heard everyone sprinting. Me and my sibling grabbed everything. I had a suitcase with a bag on top, and you're an excellent tour guide too. True. I had a bag on top that was really heavy because the handles were breaking because it was too full. So I had that on top of the suitcase. This is important. I started sprinting. I had another bag on my back. I had these, like, the bag on the suitcase. My sibling had, like, the shopping bags and, like, their wee bag. My mom had, like, her, like, the food bag and her bag. So I had the most stuff. So I was, like, sprinting. I was trying to push my way through the crowds that was, like, heading there because we needed to get a seat because we were not going to be standing for 5 hours on a train, right? We'd already been cancelled. We were all stressed. We were all upset. So we had to get a seat. Like, obviously, if someone came over, like, that they really needed a seat, like, if they were pregnant or, like, had a disability or whatever, obviously, we would have given our seats to them, but it was a long train, it was a big train, we wanted to get a seat. So we were like, right, okay, quickly, like, run, grab everything. I started running, and it was, like, run along the thing, and then it's a sharp left to get down to platform 1. So I started going, and then it was, like, a downhill, and then right, and then it was downstairs. I had a suitcase with a bag on top. So I couldn't just put the handle down and pick it up. So what I did was, we were sprinting, right? Because we had to get seats. So I went around the corner and the bag fell off. It didn't fall off, but it, like, swung around. So it was, like, dragging along the floor. So I stopped and I, like, had to pick up the bag and put it back on top. So I went to my mom and said, just go, just leave me. Because, like, I had the luggage so I can get on later and I can, like, if they save me a seat, that will be fine. So as I was, like, fixing stuff, like, somebody pushed me, and I was like, right, okay, I need to get the stuff. So I sorted it all out, and I, like, pulled the suitcase. I looked, like, forward, and my parents, like, my parent and my sibling were, like, still looking back at me to check that was okay, and I'm like, just go. So what did you do while you were there apart from the theatre? We didn't really do sightseeing or anything. We just, like, we went to Covent Gardens, because that's where we were staying. Went to Covent Garden Market, went to Jubilee Market. I went thrifting with Saza, because I met up with Saza. And then the day of the train, we went sightseeing, really. We went to Leicester Square, M&M World, Chinatown. It was really, because we didn't have time to do anything else. Because we'd been to London before, so we'd done all the sightseeing stuff. So back to the train, the tourist traps. So, I was pulling the bag right. I was going down the hill, and it, like, because I was going down a hill, the suitcase, like, bumped into my ankles, like, I'd hurt my ankle, so I was like, you know what, screw it. Like, I have a blister on the other foot from, like, walking around with fishnets and, like, not high socks and Converse, so I had, like, blisters from the fishnets rubbing against me. And then the other ankle had just been whacked by my suitcase, so I was like, I don't care, I'm gonna run. I can complain and I can sort it out on the train. So I was going. And then I got to the stairs. I was like, there's a whole group of people behind me. I'm gonna get trampled. So what I did was, I grabbed the handle of the suitcase, I started walking, and I flung, like, I didn't throw it, but, like, I flung the suitcase in front of me, so it jumped all of the stairs down. So while I was running, it's like, because I'd started walking, and then I used the momentum, so I was swinging it forward while I was going forward, so it made it down, and, like, it made a big noise. So my parents turned around to look at me, and I'm like, just go, I'm fine. So I was, like, dragging the suitcase. Main character moment. So I know I'm making it sound like it's really, like, enthusiastic, but this is genuinely what it was like. It was literally, I was gonna be trampled. It was so crazy. You'll fit right in London causing a scene. No, because I was like, I have to get this train. I don't want to stay in this city anymore. Dramatic as fuck. I'm probably making it sound dramatic. Like, I'm probably, like, I'm making it sound more dramatic than it was, but, like, I'm a streamer, I'm a storyteller. Like, I have to make it more enthusiastic. So, eventually I caught up with my mom and my sibling. We were like, right, okay, here's the first class train. We'll get on the next one. Like, because most people were, like, going down to the end to, like, try and get their seats because they didn't know the seats thing had been, like, discarded. So we're like, okay, right, we're gonna get in carriage U. We're supposed to be in carriage F. So we're like, okay, we'll get in carriage U. We'll find seats. It's completely fine because we knew the thing was like the set seats was discarded, but not many people did because we were like checking on the Twitter and stuff. So we went on. We got to see like we didn't get a table because like it's rare to get a table. So my mom and my sibling were like sitting behind me, and I was sitting beside some random guy. He got off at a stop later, and I moved over, and another woman sat beside me. But like that was fine because I just put my headphones on and I was just staring out the window, like zoning out. Because on the train journey down there, I wasn't really feeling very well. But I think that's because we were at a table, and I was like trying to do things. Like I was trying to do stuff for MCL, or like I was trying to like I was trying to be productive while on the train to like entertain myself. And then eventually we had to move seats because apparently we were in the wrong seats. And we moved to like the normal seats, and I was completely fine after that. So I was like, right, this time I'm gonna put my headphones on, zone out. I was completely fine. As soon as we got home, we were like, oh my god, thank god, we're home. I went home and like I'd got stuff at thrift shops. Like I'd gotten a really nice dress, which I haven't actually took a picture of because I've not wore it yet. I got gay trousers, which are amazing, but they're too small for me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sell them on eBay because I got lesbian trousers for Brighton, so I don't need them anymore, even though they're like really cool. What else did I get? I got one more thing. What was it? Oh, a shirt. I got like a pink shirt, and I had like mushrooms and stuff on it. It was pretty cool. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But yeah, that was my London trip. It was eventful because we wanted to go home at the end. Hello, Durag Toby. Welcome to the stream. I see your first time chat. Welcome. I've just talked about like my whole London journey, going to see shows and everything. I think I've covered everything. I think so. I don't. Your name? I don't know what it. Is it a joke? I don't know what it is. Is it a reference? I'm sorry, I don't know. But yeah, I think I've covered everything. Blue, Saza, have I told you about anything that I've not mentioned in the stream? I think I've covered everything. Because, like, we didn't really do much. We just went to, like, the shows and stuff and then hung out with Saza. I think you've done everything? Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. Pretty Little Liars, okay. Okay. I did watch Pretty Little Liars, like, ages and ages ago. You should do the horror walks. I don't plan on going down to London anytime soon other than, like, the coach down to Brighton. But, like, I might go down in October again, like, to go see more shows with my parents because, like, my mum and my sibling really enjoyed it and we wanted to go see more shows. So we might go down again in October, just depending on if we have enough money for it again. Because it was pretty expensive. But we'll think about it. Rewatch it. I'm in the middle of watching Umbrella Academy, Grey's Anatomy, and there's something else I'm watching. I can't remember what it is. No, Nova time in October. Okay, I promise that when I come down in October, I'll come see Nova. I promise. If I come down in October, which it just depends. But next time I'm in London, I'm coming to see Nova. Take me, maybe. If you can pay for it, then you can come. That's the only rule. Nova's watching you like right now. Hi Nova. Hi Nova. That's rude. What the hell? Well, we're not gonna take you down to London and pay for everything for you. It's expensive. There's the night bus, a black bus that was the only one to survive a bus garage fire. It drives around showing places like where Jack the Ripper committed his crimes and such. That's cool. I'm going to London in like a month for Negistalk. I don't know what that is. But yeah, maybe the night bus. That's kind of cool actually. See, I don't think my mum or my sibling would do it with me, so I'd probably have to get someone to do it with me, like Zaza or Blue comes. I also have a space in my room / flat, so if Blue paid train, then they could just stay with me. Sleepover. yeah, I think I've covered everything. If I forget anything, I'll tweet about it later. But I did my London photo dump. I did my photo dump, so if you haven't seen that, go check out on my Twitter. Hold on, I think I have a command for this. Oh, you already did it. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So yeah, go look on my Twitter. It's like London photo dump and then a down arrow. You're too fast through. So it's just got a bunch of pictures. It's got me and Sazla's meetup pictures as well. Twitter. How else do you say it? Twitter? Twitter? Twitter. Yeah, no, it's Twitter. Yeah, I think I've covered everything, so I'm gonna end stream now. VC time, so true. Lamplad's MCC watch party. Let's see, who should I raid? Who's live? I know Twos was going live. I don't know if they're still live. That shite shall not be named. Is Twos still live? Yeah, Twos is live. We'll raid Twos. Yeah, we'll raid Twos. We love Twos. Okay, so go say hi to Twos. We're playing Cuphead. Thank you for like coming to my stream. Like I peeked at my view count like earlier, and I was like, I'm doing pretty good in viewers since I've not streamed in like over a week. So thank you everyone who came to the stream. Like I really enjoyed the stream. I miss streaming so much. But go say hi to Twos. Thank you for coming to the stream. Bye. Love y'all. I love y'all. Bye. Bye.